Can we do some shuffling? Guys, we got to do a card. I got a new deck, and it's like astrology connected. It's an oracle deck, not a tarot deck. I know. I know. Craziness, right? But awesomeness at the same time. Cosmic magic. Oracle. Love it. So we're going to pull from that. Also, I bought some stones, and if I can find them here, just thought I brought them to show you. Oh, yes, here they are. I really want you to see them because they're super cool. And going forward for my readings, even when I do pick a cards on YouTube, I'm going to put the stones, I think, on top of the cards. And when people want them, when they're drawn to certain stones, we'll be able to add that as they're reading, right? We'll read that stone too to further deepen our knowledge. Look at this one. Tiger calcite. That's so dang pretty. I love it so much. Okay, and then I have to show you this one too real quick, and then we're just going to get into pulling some cards, right? Like, what is the message you need to know? What do you need to hear? Take a bite out of life. That's what I heard right there. Go for it. Some won't be for everybody, but for those of you who've maybe been asking and you've got this idea, generally, if we've been told if the answer is go for it, this is like Jeopardy, okay? We're reverse engineering here. If the answer I'm hearing is go for it, then your question is likely, should I do that thing? So if that's you, if that resonates, oh, drop of crystals, tiger's eye, see it, be fired up for it, okay? That's the answer. What's the question? Let me know in the comments what your question was, that was the answer. You know, it's funny thinking of it like a game show like Jeopardy. I told my guides a long, long time ago, probably before I even got on the earth. I love games and puzzles. I love to be the detective. I love to figure it out. However, I have noticed this is biting me in the butt a little tiny bit in my readings because, you know, I'm playing a game of Clue. It's fun. But then sometimes we're both like, just tell us this one thing, spirit, you know? And we're deciphering as opposed to getting this exact answer. I know there's fun and beauty in that. And it stops me from over controlling to certain answers. So I get that. They don't want me to attach to this is the thing because, dudes, free freaking will. Like so many of us think we don't have it, but in actuality, we do. We are co-creating the BS and the good and the whatever is showing up, and it's crazy. But there's so many pieces of a puzzle. So I think that's the reluctance, you know, combined with my joy of puzzling and blah, 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 I think is why some of the specificity doesn't come out. Also, my own fear around seeing the specificity because, like, what if I'm wrong? Or what if it's right, so freaking right, that the person is scared into not actually taking the advice? This has totally happened to me in my life. I've seen it happen to other clients. You know, it's so true. It shuts you down instead of activates you. So maybe I'm learning as a channel how to work all this nuance into just being the truth bomb giver, like I like to be. With that being said, it's kind of like I'm getting the push of like, okay, just move on. Okay, just get into the message. So I'm going to do that. I am going to do that. I'm going to move right on to the message. So we're going to grab a card from my new deck, obviously. I hope you can still hear me okay. Apologize. This mic is too far from my mouth. It's like done. It doesn't even. Okay. It's going to be a pretty quick message. I don't know if you can hear the background. I'm in a parking lot. I'm on a quick stop. And yeah, I just felt really compelled. I really just wanted to come in here, share, put some energy out for you. New members of Tarot Codes need a welcoming, you know? So let me know. Say hi in the comments. Even if you're not sure how the cards resonate or whatever, just say hi. Let's just chat. Let's just connect. Okay. Savor, relish, appreciate, But even more than appreciate, yeah, savor. I like that. I like that. Yeah, it's like a strong potential forward movement, like, and it's like stop and just savor, just absorb this moment. Smelling the roses there, it's Taurus. So it has very business driving energy. So if you're in business, or want to be in business, you're an entrepreneur like me, I'm going to definitely take this message and see here how it applies, because um, savor the now, savor where you are. See, with the star and the two too, it really takes me to like, your guides are really working with you, really lighting the way, speaking to you, and you're there to savor the messages, relish in what is showing up, and see what that is for you. Play with that, allow that to wash over you and in, and don't kind of stubbornly block it out because of the ideas you already have about things. It could be very unexpected. So I like that. Now, I am not familiar with this deck. I just got it, and I'm gonna see what the book says about this card. The number 2 might be significant for you. Green dress feels relevant. Okay. Who is this? This is Taurus. So we go to that page and we see what's in. Okay. A good book, a delicious meal. Oh, a cup of coffee made to perfection. Speaking of my soul. A sunset, calm breeze. Life is beautiful and filled with so many things to enjoy. Ooh, so if you're not feeling that yet, maybe this is the energy here for you to tap into with a little perspective. And this is what Taurus does really well. Taurians know how to savor the pleasures in life and enjoy the moment before them. And that's what we love them for. Cool. Ruled by Venus. Ooh, sensual. Taurus is embodying all the beauty and abundance that Earth has to offer. So this is about living a sustainable, enjoyable life. This isn't fleeting. Savor. Yeah, that makes sense. This is like resting in the truth of a beautiful life you have created, will continue to create. And as you co-create with spirit, that's what you get to do. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Grounding yourself into the present. Be here now. We've definitely heard that before in the spiritual community. So embracing the self-love, the self-care. And when you pull this card in a reading, I love that they do this in this book. I'm so into that. When was the last time I paused and savored the moment? What can I do to create more opportunities to savor the moment? And what are small everyday pleasures I can savor? I love that. And here's your affirmation. Ooh, here's the affirmation. Strive to find joy in the moment. Excuse me, it's meant to be said as an affirmation, Patrish. Okay, so let me just say that again. I strive to find joy in the moment, and I am making time to savor all of life's goodness. Yes. Okay, breathe deep. Let's say that one again, shall we? Let's take a good breath. You can put your hand on your heart space. Really just connect into this moment, right? We're savoring. Okay. I strive to find joy in the moment, and I am making time to savor all of life's goodness. I love that so much for us. Also, there's a self-care practice. You want that, don't you? I know I do. Try and incorporate mindfulness exercises into your daily routine. It helps stay present and cultivate more joy in your life. Okay, well, I do that. So I am totally on freaking point. Yeah, I love meditating. I love yoga. I love going to the beach. I love pulling cards. I love going to metaphysical shops and just being in the energy and playing with all the goodies. I love playfulness and being really playful with other people, which is something I've only allowed in the last few years in a big way. I used to do it when I was little, but in my adult life, I was just like too embarrassed. And I've reopened up to that, and I'm just getting more playful in my daily interactions, like going to the grocery store and things, you know? It's really changed my manifesting game, and I'm really happy about it. So let me just throw that out there for you. Pause and relish in something you love. A delicious cup of coffee. I love that they say that twice. A favorite dessert. Who wrote this? Did I write this? I'm a frosting queen. Savor every moment while you enjoy it. And this person, okay, the author of this says they turn their coffee into an everyday ritual that they savor and they look forward to it every day. I mean, I have 10 a day, so I don't want too much time ritualing, but I do have gratitude every time I'm making one. Spend some time outside in nature and just be really present with that. That's a great card. That's a great card. That's good freaking advice. Glad I got this deck. Actually, can I give you a quick story time? You guys have to let me know in the comments what you enjoy about these videos. If it's, channeling, seeing the imagery on the cards, like, of course, all of it's good, but like, what's your favorite part so that I can kind of lean into that. But anyway, personal story time. I bought this deck and, it spoke to me, and I always use my intuition to pick decks and stuff. And this is part of what I savor and brings me joy and really lights me up. Anyways, so I buy this deck, and I often get these treasures on Saturdays here where I live in my local community. I do in-person readings in front of this metaphysical shop right on the ocean. It's really magical. And I like to buy things at the metaphysical shop on these days because I find every time I go buy something, it relates to, like, it calls an abundance of clients, and I'll get just the most perfect reading show up right afterwards and all this, right? So I really love that game of it. So this weekend I got this one, and it felt really aligned, and I go and I sit down and I'm playing with it for a few minutes, and then this lady walks up and I do her reading, and I wasn't going to use my new deck right away because oftentimes with a deck I like to get to know it first. We have a little, time together, and then I bust it out and use it for other people, and work together. But as I evolve in my gifts, I need less and less preparation, and it felt like I was called to use it in this reading. So at the end of her reading, I'm like, hey, I just got this deck. I don't know it very well, so I'm already preempting it with, if I'm not good enough, don't be disappointed. So, sorry, I just hit my mic. So silly, right? Anyways, that's what I did though. And she said, yeah, of course. Mind-blowing card. Like, the actual card depicted a person that looked like her doing this thing that she does that we were talking about. And it was just like, you can't make this stuff up, you guys. It's too freaking cool. So I love it. I forget why I was telling you that, but maybe just to inspire you to have some fun and play in life and take some of these risks, right? I really pulled that card out of there. Another risk, okay, thank you, that I did recently. So maybe this is the inspiration you guys need to relish. And I know the card was all about relish, and I'm telling you things I'm doing, but these are things that are relishing for me, like relishing in my intuition and really validating myself and telling myself how awesome I am and how fun it is, and the channels and stuff like that makes it come more clear and trustworthy and all of those things. So I'm putting that out there for you. So another risk I took are gems. I love gems. I love runes. I love divinity, like using divination tools, especially things that are shiny and beautiful, and there's touch, textile, whatever. Anyway, engaging all the senses to pull channels for people. And it feels though as it took a little more bravery than my tarot cards. Now, to you, that may not make sense. I have no idea. 1, 2, 3, as I was saying that. But for me, anyway, it made a lot of sense that, like, on a tarot card, people know tarot. Like, society, although they may have a lot of ideas about it that are evil and bad and whatever, it's kind of a known way to divinate. I don't know if that's exactly how you say that, to divinate. Anyway, a divination tool people recognize. And then oracle cards, right? But gems, charms that I'm throwing down and talking to, like, I feel like that's taken in another realm of weird, right? It's taking my weird even weirder. And that takes a little bit of bravery. Which the bravery comes, thank you, Spirit, from savoring. That is where the bravery comes, actually. Thank you. Over especially the last 6 months, I have really been savoring me. Not everything out there, not what I do, not the relationships, not my reflection in other people, my reflection in myself. And savoring that has allowed me to open up my channel in such big ways and be able to get way more trustworthy and accurate information and whatnot, right? So all of this to say, let's be brave, and I'll show you with the charms So now I use these in readings. Like I bring them out and I throw them out and I say stuff and people are, blown away by it. So I took some bravery and some savoring there. What I'm going to do right now is see if I don't have, usually I have a little bit of space to drop them and kind of play with them, but we'll see if I can get a feel for you watching right now in the collective. Right away, I'm getting this sign of like clouds. Yeah, laying back on the grass, looking up at the clouds, the shape-shifting clouds. That feels a bit like a savoring moment, actually, which is kind of cool. And curiosity coming in and hope feels significant to share. Like there's hope, there's better times ahead, maybe. And of course, we could always say that. You can only go up from here. But there's a specific path that you're on right now. Yeah, there may be some choices along the way, but it is taking you to more abundance physically, and I'm feeling in the heart space. Now, abundance can be defined a lot of ways. It could be a lot of heartfelt feelings. Are they positive? Are they negative? We're not getting that here. It's neutral. Spirit isn't giving me a take on that because that's up to you. But there's a direction here, some choices, some abundance within the heart space. Could be lots of love. It could be an opening feels more relevant though. So it could be self-love, really savoring in self and opening up to new directions from that place. And I know that's happened for me. With bravery, with courage, with seeing the badass, rad human that I am, I'm able to take more confident risks, calculated risks that actually work out instead of just throwing myself all over the place like an ADHDer and hoping for the best. I have a little bit of that mixed with some co-creation with spirit, and it makes for better results. It's a recipe that works much better. So I like that. So I wonder what choices, let's just pull a card on that, okay? So you can see some choices are coming for you, if you're not already facing them, that are about, why is my phone not getting too hot? 1616 as I'm saying that. Ooh, I love that. So overwhelm, forcing it, getting into a different mode and a different perspective feel relevant here. And that's likely the savoring it. Oh my God, you guys. Some person just came right up beside my open car window, was talking on their phone and was just loudly talking right beside me. Like awareness, people. What are we? I want to pull a card on this, and now I'm really going to start sweating because I'm in a hot car. And he keeps talking on his phone closer and closer to my car, not even caring. Let me just see here. Yes. Opulence. Yes. Perspective. Okay. So yes, your guides are really talking to you about perspective and about really creating the life of your dreams and how it's going to come from you savoring the moment, you being really in the moment and what is, honoring your growth, honoring the time it takes, honoring the cycles that are ready to be closed. You can move forward. Ooh, I really love that. And I did get distracted there and I forget what I had said. I was just pulling a card on, but I love that message. 111 as I'm saying that. So many angel numbers. And I think that is spirit, and kind of what we were getting already is they're going to keep talking to you. They're going to keep showing you how amazing you are. And they really want you to pay attention to that right now. So that going forward, you're going to be ready for the abundance that's coming in, right? Like look at this card with the sun card, you guys. With the sun card. That is no joke. Okay, there's a lot of action happening outside the card right now. So maybe that's spirit sign to be like, yo, you can wrap it up because stuff's going on. And I do actually need to get moving. So thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments what you were able to grab from this, what resonated for you, what worked for you, what you're going to do about the whole savoring thing. Literally dripping sweat on my lips. So I'm Odie 5000, but I love you guys. Wishing you the best, and let's go savor the day.